interesting fun fact, we have the exact same birthday.
December
and birth
1st.
year, 1988.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're the dragon, too.
Yes.
Nice.
So I was wondering, I was actually thinking about this movie, and I was trying to think what I would be placed in. And I'm assuming that we are very similar because we have the same birthdays. Sagittarius. Candor, right? Because we're extremely blunt and we don't have a filter. We can't really hold it back. Are you like that as well?
I am. I am, yeah. Definitely have foot and mouth disease, which is, I think, why I was so attracted to the role. But yeah, I mean, I just say whatever I want all the time.
But we also are attracted to Dauntless because we are fiery and we want to go...
Independent, fiery, brave people, totally.
Of course. And of course, Divergent. I'm a huge fan. I read all of the books.
Awesome.
If it were up to me, I would have taken any role, but why were you drawn to Christina?
Not only was I more physically right for her. I mean, she's described, she has dark skin and dark hair, and she's supposed to be tall. I'm not tall, but she's a badass. She's brave and she's funny, and that was really fun because she's like has these moments of comic relief, which are really nice because I'm kind of like that. And I think all of the roles are layered and interesting, but unfortunately, there's not that many female roles, so. There wasn't much to choose from.
Yes. Of course, I have to ask you about the set design because it looked awesome, and it was so close to what I imagined when I was reading the book.
Awesome.
What was it like when you're actually on the set?
It was cool. I mean, we'd walk onto a set and be like, this is crazy, and it was great because a lot of it was like real, like built within like a real like dilapidated building or like just an old warehouse, then they would just put things inside. So like they were really authentic. I mean, there was one that we were like, this has like black mold in it because this is actually falling apart. It was all very, very authentic in that way.
Dangerous, scary, because you thought, what if it falls apart on top of me?
I guess we kind of just put the faith in the studio that they wouldn't let that happen.
And you actually shot in Chicago, right?
Yes, we did.
Where in Chicago are there dilapidated buildings like that?
Out in the outskirts, man. They're there. I promise. We were there. I don't know where they are, what streets they're on, but we were there.
Divergent is not too far away, right?
Yeah, maybe not.
In the film, Kate Winslet plays Ginny Matthews, and she says, the future belongs to those who know where they belong. And in your life, have you ever had a moment where maybe you were struggling with figuring out what kind of future you wanted to have for yourself?
Of course. I mean, I think we all go through that as young people. I don't know if I necessarily felt that career-wise because I've always been pretty focused when it comes to that. But I think, you kind of have to decide what kind of person you want to be in the world, and that goes beyond like your job. So I've definitely had those big questions pop up in my life, yeah.
Right, but I know that you always knew that you wanted to go into acting, and this industry can be as ruthless as trying to become Dauntless, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fear landscape is actually something that we all love to think about. If it were real and you were put into a simulation, what would be in Zoë Kravitz's simulation?
Oh my God, like my fears? Oh gosh. They vary from like a plane crash to like a tsunami to like being forced to eat like processed food.
That was not so bad. I did that on the reg. I would have like spiders and being stuck in the ocean with sharks swimming around me.
That sounds awful.
That would
too.
be awful.
I mean, those would also those would make me afraid. Yes.
Yes.
Made in Hollywood.